Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday to everyone. I hope everyone is having a really top flight Wednesday. I hope your day is going well. Mine is going fantastic. I got some really great news today, and I am really, really happy and excited and a tad on the nervous tip, but everything is looking great, and I'm just really excited about the news that I got today. So, to get on into what I do, my once a week, I go and I talk to you guys about Love and Hip Hop New York, and I do the overview, and then I kind of go into a specific lesson that I got out of this week's particular show. So Monday's show, um, and I wasn't really sure about Monday's show because they were showing people that I usually don't pay much attention to or even talk about and stuff. But there were lessons to be gained from that show. And the lesson this week is don't beg. It's a really simple one. Don't beg. Just stop begging. And I think we think begging is, oh, please, please. I think we think that's begging. But most people don't beg like that. That's too obvious. I mean, no one wants to be seen as a beggar. So most people don't beg in an obvious way. Most people beg very subtly. We do stuff, we say stuff, we make decisions, and stuff. And we do these little subtle forms of begging, and stuff. And it's really quite unattractive. I mean, I don't know if you know or if you've seen somebody do it, but it's like begging is so unattractive in another human being. It's just, when it comes to relationships and love and stuff like that, and being affirmed as a human being, begging is like the most, it's as unattractive as being abusive. Okay, that's how unattractive it is. It's also manipulative, but it's really unattractive as to be abuse as much as abuse is unattractive and stuff. And so this week started out with, now let me see if I can remember exactly. This week starts off uh, with um, ah K Michelle and Yandy and Tara meeting at the wig shop to give Tara some kind of new look and stuff. And Tara talking about how she's going out on a date with one of the twin gentlemen that she met at the audition for Yandy's so-called movie or whatever this is that she's doing and stuff, and which that'll be straight to video, okay. But how she's going out and how she's just sort of forgetting about Peter. Now, I'm a person that believes in some time off after you've broken up with someone. Now, I'm not talking about you break up with someone after 3 or 4 months and you don't need time off. But after a breakup from someone after 13 years, yeah, you need a little time. And stuff. And I'm not telling you how much time you need, but you need more than a week. That's for sure. Okay. And, or two. And so she's decided she's going to go out. And I guess her thought is, hey, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. Okay. Which, in the case of 13 years is probably not your best bet because, coming off a relationship that long, you're confused. There's a lot of stuff going through your head. You're upset. You're sad. You're feeling vulnerable. Emotions are running high. Listen, you can make some bad decisions during that time, mess around with folks. You can make some really bad decisions and stuff. And she's made enough bad decisions with Peter. So she doesn't need to be in the habit of making another bad decision with some bummy dude and stuff, But you can make some really horrendous decisions during that time and stuff, And so she's getting ready and and K Michelle and Yandy are really excited for her, I guess, to get this new look or whatever that's gonna be and stuff, So we next move on, and we move on to, I'm thinking, I'm just trying to go the best that I can because I'm thinking it's been a couple days, so I'm kind of have forgotten a little bit, but I think it's Peter and Rich Dollars, and and him talking about having this. Oh no, it's Rich at his model thing and stuff. It's in between him and his model thing and stuff, and the model thing that he's doing with this girl that he's just sort of flown out of nowhere pretty much, and him and his model thing and her saying how much she liked him, I like you, blah blah blah, oh gosh, stop begging and stuff, and and Rich talking about how all the women want him, and I'm just thinking, who, what women are you talking about? What, your mom? I mean, I don't know, but he seems to really think that a bunch of women really think he's really great and awesome and stuff. And he had talked to his mom about Erica and stuff, and she's saying that they shouldn't get together because it's on a business thing and they should just leave each other alone and stuff. But I don't know. Moms are great. Listen, moms love their kids. I know and stuff, and you really think, a lot of moms really think their kids are great when they're really not great. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just come from different stock because my mom is not like that. She's really, she sees the good and the bad in her children. Okay. And she's not going to lie about it. But hey, his mom really thinks she's great. He's great and really awesome. And he's just a really fine catch or whatever. So he goes to this model thing, and this girl is like, well, I really like you and stuff. And I guess, hey, within between saying I like you and taking a couple of photos, they've now become an item or something. I'm like, wow, that's fast. But, bummy dudes really like beggy women. I mean, they really love beggy women because they have such low self-esteem. Narcissists love beggy women and stuff, because they have such low self-esteem and they're so busy trying to prop up their false sense of self. Beggy women just, I mean, women that beg just make that so great for dudes who are narcissists, especially if you're really, really beggy and stuff. And so she started off already beggy, because he's just talking. And next thing she's like, yeah, hey, I don't know, maybe she's just trying to get ahead in what Tahiri calls the urban modeling world. I'm thinking, what world is that? I'm on the outs on some stuff. It's just some stuff I don't know nothing about, I don't participate in. So when people talk about it, it's like, what urban modeling, what is that and stuff. I just thought they were, but I guess that means the girls who model their butts. So hey, whatever. Okay. So they, so he says he's having some sort of big party, and he wants him and Peter Gunn's makeup, and they're friends again, and all this sort of stuff, and he's having a party, and he wants Peter to DJ at the party and stuff, and so he's doing the DJ thing and stuff, and Joe Budden is decided that he wants to marry Tahiri, and he brings her sister around to show her rings and stuff. And it's really great and really super cute, It's really sort of cute. Yeah, I want to marry her. I still don't think they should get married. I think that's a really bad idea and stuff. And the sister's like, the sister didn't really like him and has never really liked him, but he comes and he makes up with his sister, and he tries to bring her in on asking Tahiri to marry him and stuff, and the sister's like, I don't know, but they're talking about a 9-year relationship, a really tumultuous 9-year relationship. I don't know how people think marriage is going to fix that. Clue of clue, marriage doesn't make stuff better. It doesn't make bad relationships great relationships. Just like moving in with people don't make bad relationships great relationships. it only exacerbates problem. If you really have a problem boyfriend girlfriend relationship or whatever, girlfriend girlfriend boyfriend for whatever you got, marriage only adds to how difficult it is, because marriage in and of itself is a very, it's different, and I say this all the time, it's different than dating. It's different. People have different they start having different expectations and all sorts of stuff. It's different. And so 9 years of you and her going back and forth, and now you decide, well, I really want to keep her. I don't want her to go nowhere because I think she's going to go somewhere. Let me marry her, or at least get engaged to her, and we'll stay engaged for 10 years. So I know that's the new thing too, for people to get engaged and be engaged forever and ever, because that way you get to keep the woman, but you don't actually have to commit to the woman. So, there you go. Okay, so finally we come to the part where Tara has the date with the guy, that she's met, and they go to something to do like stunt work, practice stunt work. He's very nice. He has a twin, and she brings K Michelle along for the twin. I'm telling you that K Michelle just needs like her own like comedy show. Okay, and K Michelle's like, why am I here? And stuff. And she's not really thrilled about the stunt work thing and stuff, but it's very nice. The twins come and they give her roses and, give each of them flowers and stuff, and she's there and she's having a good time and stuff, and talking about, how she's so happy and to be on with her life and blah, blah, blah. But like I say, I'm always really hesitant about dating that fast after that long of a relationship with all that sort of drama and stuff. I'm telling you, you're confused. You're confused. You're just, people just are having times, you're confused. You're making decisions. You're vulnerable. Self-esteem's maybe kind of low and stuff because of what you figured out, oh boy did, or what he said, or how tumultuous relationship may have been and stuff. And you're confused, and, you're just not in a good place to make decisions at that point. Well, she's not, because she's already, looking at him and they're smooching and kissing. And I'm thinking, he didn't even take you out to get a meal, and stuff before this, date or afterwards or something. I mean, it was just sort of, we met up somewhere, did some stuff, and we're smooching and kissing and all that stuff. And I'm like, what's that about, and stuff. So it's just sort of this, you're kind of grabbing, essentially begging for someone to tell you that you're a worthy person. You're worthy enough not to be cheated on or treated badly or whatever and stuff. And you're looking for that, from anybody, instead of stopping for a moment, figuring out what happened in the last relationship, trying to get what you didn't have in the last relationship and what you were looking for there, but you didn't get there, trying to figure out how to get that on your own before you bring some other person up in here for the rebound. Okay. And stuff, which is just going to be disaster, disaster with, hot maple syrup on it. I mean, really, really disastrous. So they go out, and then we come to the part where they're coming to the party, to Rich's party and stuff. Tara's there, Yandy's there, Peter Guns he's DJing, and Rich and whoever this other random girl is he has, and she's there too. Tara, I'm telling you, just, this is how bad the decisions were. If you watch the show, I don't know what that was she was wearing. She looked like a superhero. I mean, Jesus. I was just like, what? And I don't know what that is that Yandy them put on her head, because all I can say is, you're not my friend if you let me go out of the house looking like that. She looked like a superhero. Really, she looked like Storm from X-Men. I'm not even kidding. It was not cute. And she's there with the date and all this stuff. And she's like, oh yeah, I see Peter over there and everything. And it's just all this sort of messy sloppiness and drama. And I'm thinking, aren't there like some other clubs in New York or some other places to go? I mean, is it just me? I mean, in a city, listen, I live in Seattle, which is way, 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 way smaller than New York. You know, I mean, in population and in party places and all that stuff. This is a slow city. Okay, this is a really slow, laid back city. So it's not a bunch of places hopping and popping. It's not even close to what New York is. And even after being with somebody 13 years, did not I did not go out and run into him ever. You know, I mean, I did not go out and run into him ever. Okay, I haven't run into him since I booted him out of the house. You know, besides when we were kind of running each other because we were still going to the same church. But other than that, never. And so I'm thinking, how is this that you can't find another place to take the person you're dating, your first dating, you know, this new person you're dating, but it's the subtle beg. Here, please notice me in my new date, you know, and stuff. And the person I'm getting over you with and stuff. You know, you need some time. Stop begging and stuff. So here comes the big of all bigs of the night. Okay. Erica Mena walks in because she hasn't been invited to the party. Of course, I'm figuring Rich knew that she was going to show up. She sees him and the other woman, and you know, and I'm thinking, isn't she the woman trying to get back? What? Yeah, so whatever. And she says a few crazy words, and then you know, sort of says a little, you know, throws shade as she's leaving and whatever, from away from them to go over to the bar. Rich goes over there and she starts talking. The girl comes over to make her claim on Rich. You know, what fresh hell is this? But, you know, whatever. Okay. I couldn't even imagine myself trying to run up and grab on Rich Dollar's arm to try to stake a claim on him. Really? Okay, whatever. And stuff. And so her and the girl, she throws a drink at the girl, and her and the girl almost get into it. And she's talking to Rich too about how she was a breadwinner and she was him and he was her and they was this and all this stuff and you shouldn't have got this girl and you know, and how it's Erica Mena, you know, I'm the breadwinner for him. And she's telling the girl, yeah, I'm the breadwinner, you need to respect me. And I'm like, is she calling herself a bottom bitch? I'm like, really? Is this okay? Y'all stop begging. Stop begging. Y'all stop begging. Stop begging with these bummy dudes. It's no way I would humiliate myself in front of another woman as to deem myself the woman who's making a man money. You know, yeah, to give to you. And I'm thinking, okay, well, you're the really stupid one on the end of the deal. Because if that's the case, she's getting money that you're making, dummy. You know, and I'm just like, okay, this is just, I just, sometimes this happens to me. Sometimes people are having conversations. They're like so crazy and saying stuff that's so crazy. Like, really, I just have like an out of body experience. And I'm like, what? I can't, like, my ears sort of shut down and my whole kind of mind just, and everything just shuts down and stuff. And so when she started screaming about being the breadwinner, and I thought, is she calling herself the bottom bitch? And I was just like, okay, I've completely shut down. I've shut down because that's sort of, and I'm telling you, that's begging. That's begging. You know, and people think, oh, yeah, but that's the sort of subtle form of begging. So she's begging for Rich Dollars to, you know, acknowledge her and acknowledge who she is to him and everything, and to push this other woman out of the way while she still got this other woman that she's saying that she loves so much and she wants back and all this stuff. And so the other woman leaves and she tells Rich, well, either you love me or you don't or whatever. And I'm just like, what is all this choices people keep giving people? Listen, you don't get no choices with me. You don't get no choices with me. All decisions regarding me, I make. Okay. You don't get to choose. You don't get to choose whether you love me or hate me. You don't get to choose whether you're dating me or not. You don't get to choose whether you're going to be in my, you don't get that choice. All those choices are mine. I make those choices. I make all final decisions when it comes to that. Okay. Whether I'm going to deal with you is my final decision, not yours. Whether we've been be in a relationship together or whatever is my final decision. That's not your decision. And so all these choices, and really it's a form of begging, because I'm giving you the choice. I'm really begging you to stay with me and trying to prove to you that I'm really the person for you and I want to be with you. So let me beg you in this subtle way by telling you all this stuff and how she's not me, and how really I'm the breadwinner, which means really I'm the one that's going to do all this stuff for you and make you money and all this stuff. It's a lot of women on these shows like that. What am I making money? Okay, whatever. I'm not out here hustling for Mr. Berg. That's not my role. Okay. That's not my role. Okay. Sorry. And so she's saying this, and then it kind of ends. And so the next time you see him, he's talking to Yandy about how he wants to be with her again, and how he's gonna try to make it work with her, which of course meant her begging work, because with bummy narcissistic men, I mean, begging does work. Let me not lie. With bummy dudes and narcissistic men, begging works. Okay, really, any man with any sort of anything about him begging, you couldn't even have him stay 2 seconds to watch you beg. Okay, it would be such a turnoff. But with bummy narcissistic dudes, begging works great. It works awesome. He's got what he wants. Erica Mena begging him to come back. Him feeling good about his whatever self he got, whatever he thinks he is and stuff. Him feeling really good about it and all this stuff, and feeling really great and feeling like he's done something, because Erica's gonna leave behind the other woman and gonna be with him and blah 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 and all this stuff. So he sees Erica for dinner, and they have some sort of dinner, and they sit down, and he tells her, well, yeah, and he tells her literally the choice is, yeah, I'm a be with you, and I'm a, as if it's some sort of privilege, or she ought to be really happy. And surprise, surprise, Erica's like, no, no. You hurt me really bad, and no, but we don't know, because next week something else is gonna happen. But she was this week, she was like, no, yeah, which I was surprised at, because she was really big in that other frame. And then somehow he was humiliated and really upset and mad, because all he had done and put out there. These people keep talking about all they've done, and I keep thinking, you've done absolutely nothing. You've done nothing. You've made no sacrifices. You've done nothing to actually show the woman that you care and want to be there for her and want to protect her and love her. You've done zero, zilch, nada. And when she begs, you all of a sudden have your ego boost, and then you say, well, I'm gonna let you back in my life, for whatever few moments I got, and your begging is good. Okay, G Monetti. I'm just coming to the conclusion that it's just a lot of women out there begging. I mean, begging. I don't even beg. I don't even get begging. I just, I'm like I say, these ain't young women, even though they want to act. I know these women ain't young. These ain't young women. These are women, I mean, Tara's still begging, and stuff, Erica Mena's begging, you know, um, Tahiri's still back and forth, and stuff. It's just, you don't get choices with me. You don't get to choose. There's no choice. You don't get a choice. That's my choice. I'm not giving my choice to somebody else. And I'm not begging somebody that's treating me badly to stay in my life, or to notice what my life is doing, or to notice who I'm with, or to notice who I'm not with, or to notice where I'm at, or to notice anything about me. I'm not begging the rebound dude to somehow make me feel better about myself. I'm not begging the dude that I used to date to somehow look at me. I'm not begging the dude that's been treating me like crap forever and disrespecting me at every possible turn that he can. I mean, literally, disrespecting me. He's practicing his levels of disrespect on me and stuff. I'm not begging, and I'm not going to beg subtly. I'm not going to do the subtle begging. And the subtle begging is the asking, the wanting confirmation, the giving people your choice, the wanting people to notice you, the desperate, kind of clammy, palmy, kind of needy thing, that people do and stuff. It's all forms of begging and stuff. Like I say now, I'm not gonna lie. Bummy narcissistic people with dudes, narcissistic dudes and bummy dudes, they love it. It works. Okay. If you want a bummy narcissistic dude, hey, start begging. He will come running. They love that. It just, now you'll be treated badly, but it boosts every bit of their self-esteem and false sense of self when you start begging, whether you subtly beg or whether you down on your knees with your hands up going, please, please, please. They love begging. Can't get enough of it. Okay. And stuff. And so this thing of begging and constantly begging and constantly begging and constantly begging, people for what is in all rights, for what is yours, for stuff that you deserve as a person, for respect and affirmation and love and care and compassion. Why am I begging people for those? If you can't give them to me, then that's fine. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. For people to be loyal and faithful. Why am I begging somebody? What is that? Why would I beg you for that? Why would I, tell you the truth, why would I even ask? That's just something you're supposed to, if we're supposed to be in some kind of relationship, or you call yourself caring for me, or in the case of Tara, 13 years, that's not something I should have to beg you for, and really really most definitely not have to beg you for again and again and again and again and again, because then at that point I know you're just a person that's just incapable of giving it. Listen, that's just how it is. Some people are incapable of giving those things. They don't know what they are. They've never gotten them before themselves, so they have no idea what they are. So what are you talking about, and stuff. And so the subtle and not so subtle begging that has been going on leads people to where they're at now. You're heartbroken. You're hanging around with some dude. I don't know who that is Tara's hanging around with, because they can't be people that have too much in common, because I swear he was talking and I thought he had marbles in his mouth and stuff, and I was like, is this your intellectual equal? I just, where you're going to, levels. Yeah, no. Where you're rebounding just to try to prove something to somebody. Yeah, it's tired, and you look bad, and you look stupid, and you look foolish. That's what you look. You look foolish and stuff, and it's not attractive, and you should stop. Because it's not a good look. It's actually one of the worst looks, and it to watch it, because I'm watching this show, but to watch it hurts me, hurts my feelings, and stuff, and breaks my heart, because no person should have to do that, and stuff. But that's just what it is. And hey, if you can get a lesson from this stuff that these women are doing, that's great for you. I say get the lesson. Do not overtly or subtly beg people to give you things that you just deserve as a human being. Okay, especially when it comes to relationships, you just deserve, and stuff. Next week looks like it's going to be very interesting. So I will come back and I'll see you next week and I'll tell you all about it and we'll talk about what happens and I'll see what lesson I can glean out of next week's Love and Hip Hop New York. Until then, you all have a great rest of the week. Bye bye.